I woke up from my unconscious state and I wasn't in front of my brother's house anymore. Instead, I was looking around, probably in the Miss Tashier's estate. It's so dusty in here. Wait, why am I even here in the first place? I looked around to see if I could guess. Now, my boyfriend? Were we even together? We sort of just confessed, I guess. I looked at the couch and saw him peacefully napping. I glanced at the clothes I was wearing, and I realized it wasn't mine. My cheeks flushed a visible red hue, and I thought of all the possibilities of what could have changed, of who could have changed me. Michiro! I yelled out. He stayed in a position before not moving an inch. Bro, he's really fast asleep. Michiro! I suddenly yelled, and I saw his head look up. His tired eyes looked into mine, and I questioned him. Who changed my clothes? I pointed at the clothes I was wearing. Well, I think Konroji-san did it, since I didn't have your consent. I saw he tilted his head, probably trying to remember the events. Ah, okay. There was a brief moment of silence until he started talking again. Didn't you want to go somewhere today? I don't really remember where. My eyes lit up when he mentioned it. Oh, yeah, the hot springs. Maybe not the ones in the Swordsmith village? I don't want to be carried there. Michio nodded his head in response to my excitement. I grabbed both his hands and dragged him out the door. Come on, Moo, it's the hottest time of the day. I heard Michio sigh and he didn't bother to stop me from dragging him away. He walked towards the neighboring village where they had a hot springs. Most of the Hashiras go to this one because the good service and food. Michiro. He looked up at my eyes. I started laughing and smiling. It's so pleasant walking with you. He stopped in his tracks and stared at me for a good few minutes. Your smile. It reminds me of someone. The comment he said made me blush like crazy, and I looked the other way, attempting to hide it. I could already feel the warm streams coming from the hot springs, and I ran up to one of the pools. Ma'am, you have to pay first. I stared at her blankly. I never had to pay before. Michiro walked past us and was able to go in without paying. Hey, why can he go in but I can't? The person at the front started crackling and pointing her finger at Michiro and at me. He's a Hashira. You're not. I gave her the most disgusted face someone could make. I am a Hashira. I started at her. Even if Michiro didn't express any emotions, I swore I saw him trying to keep a laugh from escaping. How does she not know Mahashira, but she knows Michiro is one? This bitch gotta be biased. You're just saying that now. A vein appeared on my forehead, then the words came out of my mouth. I'm so close to knocking this girl unconscious and then running inside. She's a Hashira, all right. Oh, I saw Tengen appear out of nowhere and a towel covering him. Tengen-sama, are you being serious? This lowlife cannot be a Hashira. Fuck it, I'm about to punch her. Lowlife? The only lowlife I see here is you. Maybe Tengen-sama, but in here is the ice filler. Oh, I hear Michio mutter and the Tengen part, and I almost started laughing. Oh my goodness, Ian-sama, my dearest apologies. I saw the girl bow before me, and I held in a cocky smirk I was about to let out. Yin, be the better person, be the better person. Fuck it. That's Tokita-sama to you, I said in a deeper voice than usual, and dragged Michio towards the hot springs. At the corner of my eyes, I could see Tengen following us. Why is he following us? Is this supposed to be Tengen-sama free zone with only me and Muichiro? Before entering the hot springs, I asked Tengen a question. Why are you still here? I turned around to see a specific sound pillar smirking. I need you for a mission, especially in the entertainment district. I looked at him, disgusted eyes. For what? No, I heard Michio right behind me, looking more annoyed than he usually is at Tengen. Come on, I need 3 girls to be undercover in the 3 houses to find my wives. From those words, I could imagine the things I'd have to do in order to go undercover. What if they want to sell me to some old geezer before I find his wives? Does Okita-sama agree with this? Plus, I don't think my brother would be very pleased. The master just told me I was allowed to use any 3 girls as long as I agreed. And who cares about your brother? I could feel Michiro annoyed energy radiating off him. If I had to be honest, I was kind of getting on my nerves. My answer is no. Goodbye, Tengen-san. I turned around to face Michiro, pasting a good smile on my face. Now let's continue. Tengen-san, what are you doing? Put me down. I felt him grab me and put me over his shoulder. He started running away. Is he really kidnapping me? Let go. I tried to release myself out of his grip, but the more I tried, the more it hurt. You're gonna help me in this mission. He let out a proud smile. He's proud of child abduction? My ice breathing is useless since I can't use my arms. Maybe I really should create a new ninth form. Damn, if it was a demon, I would be dead. Misbreathing. Seventh form. Obscuring clouds. Oh, fuck. Miitzuru surrounded the area, causing both me and Tengen not to be able to see. In an instant, another pair of arms grabbed me out of Tengen's grasp and punched him in the stomach, causing him to fall down. The mist cleared away, and it revealed me to Michiro's arms, and Tengen on the ground shook from the attack that he clearly was supposed to be used to on demons. Ugh, fine, I'll find some other girls then. He went away quickly, causing wind to blow in both Michiro and my face. I hurriedly grabbed Michiro's hand and walked towards the hot springs, once again passing the annoying front desk person. All right, back where we started. I smiled at him and went into the water. We were both only half naked, wearing swimsuits, since it was a shared gender springs, and they're clearly underage, obviously. I sighed and closed both my eyes, enjoying the nice spring soaking onto my skin. I opened my eyes to see Michiro doing the same. You're staring. Both my eyes widened at the sudden comment from the light blue stained on his cheek. Oh, the light blush stained on his cheeks. His blue eyes opened just a little bit. No, I'm not, I denied. Sure, Yin, whatever you say, but it's cute though. I could see a faint smile appear on his lips. What? What, huh? Thanks. It is getting warm in here. I started to use my hands as a fan, trying not to make my blush obvious. I'm definitely making it obvious. What's wrong, Yin? Can't a boyfriend express their feelings for their girlfriend? Once he said that, my mouth went wide open. I guess he saw my shocked expression because he started to smile bigger than he did before. Michiro, your smile's pretty. I went up to him in such awe in my eyes. I could see a tint of red appear on his face. Yes, come back. You know, Yin, I never really heard about your past. I heard this attempt of changing the topic, and he smiled, went back to his dulled expression. Well, that didn't last too long. Oh, my past? I went deeper into the water. That's a story for another time, Moo. I put a smile on my face, and so he didn't worry. He shrugged and nodded his head. Maybe I can tell him after this. I was about to speak when I heard two familiar voices speaking to each other in the hot springs. Yin, what are you doing? I put my hand shushing him and listened to the conversation the two people were having. Iguro-san, you never told me you liked hot springs, I heard one of the voices say. Yeah, the other voice said. I think Openai-san and Mitsuri-san are over there. Maybe on a date. I whispered to Michiro. He looked over to me, nodding his head, unmused. Or maybe not a date, because Openai is too scared to confess. I rolled my eyes at the thought and looked over to Michiro. Carry me on your shoulder so I can spy on them. I gestured to him to come closer. Do I have to? I could hear the annoyance in his voice while he walked over. Please. I put both my hands on his shoulders and smiled and looked in his eyes. This is my number one tactic to get what I want. It should work. Fine. He picked me up and put me on his shoulders. I took a look at the other hot spring and thought for a bit. I'm pretty sure this is a violation of privacy. Okay, illegal. Whatever. I continued to listen for a bit longer. Aw, Iguro-san, you got me some macarosochi. Mochi? He nodded his head and looked at the other way. The laugh I let out was a bit loud, causing both their heads to turn to me. Yin! I heard Obanai shout. A sigh came from Michiro, and I motioned him to let me down. We gotta run now. I started to shake Michiro in a panic state. I grabbed his hand once more and ran as fast as I could away from Obanai. Shit, 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 shit. Worth it though. I got blackmail. Michiro following behind me. I led us to my estate where I locked all the doors and windows. Don't worry, Moo. Yin, you can't hide. I'm gonna break down your door. Not my door again. Don't worry, Yin. I'll protect you. I saw the grip he had on his katana tighten and the serious look on his face. First of all, I can protect myself. Second, no fighting pillars, Muichiro. He went back in his relaxed state, sitting on the ground, crossing his legs. I heard the steps on my roof and my eyes widened. Ah, shit, not the roof. Ka. Oh, okay, I can't do this really loudly. Ka. Obanai-iro, new mission. I heard his bird shout. Oh my god, thank you, God. That was more scary than I anticipated. I let out an awkward laugh. Yin Tokida and Giyu Tokida. New mission alert. Head west. I saw my bird in my house. He somehow entered. I looked over at Michiro. Well, I guess I have to go. I smiled and got up and I felt a tug on my arm. Before I could realize what he'd done, he embraced me in his hug. His grip tightened. Be safe. Okay? I nodded, putting a calm smile on my face and patted his back. I won't move. We both walked out of the door and parted our ways. I stayed put for a while, waving him goodbye. On my way to meet my brother, I saw the menace himself once more. It appeared that he dressed up the trio as his girls for his mission. I see you found new candidates, Tengen-san. I let out a laugh and stared at the mercenary Tengen created. Well, have fun being a girl, I guess. I walked past him and saw my brother waiting for me towards the front. Hey, Yin, you ready to slay demons? I nodded my head and let him lead the way.